Hello YouTube, Vida here. This will be the second part of the first episode of my playthrough of this war of mine. There was a lot of ofs just then, ignore those. I did this after editing. I just kinda chopped up the video. If you have not seen the first part, I recommend that you go watch it. You probably won't understand what's happening if you don't. And if you did watch the last part, you will probably notice that when this part is over, I use a little bit of the last part in this part, like in the beginning of this part, and that was just because cutting it where I did for the second video, it sounded a little bit weird just to have the middle of the sentence like start, so I used a bit of the last episode, or last part, sorry. But that's about it. I hope you enjoy, and I'll let you get to the video. I'm going to use our skilled scavenger to scavenge, and you'll notice the backpack next to their portraits. That is, you have this person, when scavenging, can pick up 15 items, or 15 stacks of items. Bruno can only hold 10, and Pavel can hold 12. So that's just something to look for. Alright, and then we get to the scavenging map. You have the, these are not your only places to scavenge. Every night you will discover more and more places. Where was I going to scavenge tonight? Oh, one second, I'm about to have a coughing fit. Sorry for that. I'm gonna cut that out of the video. That lasted a while. I just started coughing. I'm a little sick. But back to what I was saying. The scavenging map. You have the ruined, or as of now, we can go and scavenge for the ruined, in the ruined villa, the abandoned cottage, and the quiet house. Or the quiet house. So tonight I'm going to go to the abandoned cottage because while it is slightly randomly generated, for the most part, the different locations are the same. Like the ruined villa, the house might be a little bit different, but I know the situations that's going to be there. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I know that the abandoned cottage is what it says, abandoned. So there is no one there, and there's over at this window you can see what the location you've selected has. This one has lots of food. You can also read whatever that says. Lots of food, huge amount of materials, some meds, lots of weapons, and lots of parts. So a pretty good place to start for your first night of scavenging. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare. This, I can't really take anything with me this time. This would be where if you have a weapon or you have some tools in your possession, you might want to give them to your scavenger so that he can get into places, or so that they can defend themselves if it's a weapon. Some tools would be a crowbar, a shovel, a pickaxe, or a pick, like a lockpick to get into cabinets and stuff. But there's nothing that we can take with us today or tonight. So I'm just gonna let him scavenge. Like I said, left click moves your character around normally, right click, and also makes him interact with things. Right click runs. Let's just grab this type of stuff. I know that there is no one in the house, so I'm just gonna run around, but if there were, me running would attract attention. Oh, and also, I would like to point out that that says sniper. The government has decided that every single person that is still in the city is a rebel. So no matter if you're an innocent civilian or a threat, you get shot. So that's pretty terrible. That's one of the dark undertones the game has, that they need to, in the dead of night, run out and, as a warning to other people, tell them that there is a sniper that will shoot you if you stand over there, near there. I just think that's pretty terrible. The red dots, that is, your person can hear movement over there. Now, I know that it's not a person, that is a rat in the house, but when it comes to other houses that are like populated by people, that might be a person, so watch out. If a person sees you, they have different types of personalities. Some people will run and hide. Some people will run after you if they have a gun. Some people shoot you. Just watch out. Don't be around people. This teaches you a valuable lesson. People are bad. Stay away from people. Stay on your computer. Keep watching my YouTube videos. But I'm just breaking down the door. Can I open that now? Yeah, great. Ooh, the fridge. Food. Don't want to starve to death. Yeah, the red dots show you where people... Oh! And this is an example of why it is important to have a large backpack. I have run out of space. Like, this is as much as I can carry. I can choose to leave some things behind, so I'm going to leave cigarettes behind, and I'm going to take the water. The water is not, like... your people don't get thirsty, but the water is used to make meals, so it's pretty important because no one will starve to death. But other than that, that's pretty much the only use for water. And there are other ways of getting water, like you can craft a rain gathering device. You don't have to always scavenge for water. Eventually you can, like, if you live long enough. I have not lived long enough because of the emotions system breaking all of my people. And when people are broken, you cannot issue them orders. They will just lay there, and you can't even, like, you have to get your other people to feed them, or bandage, or give them medicine. It's ridiculous. So when everyone is broken, and everyone is wounded, and tired, and hungry, they will just sit there and starve to death, or bleed out. It's ridiculous. I only robbed, like, I only robbed a church and an old person's home. What's so bad about that? That's why it's so hard. The emotion system, they actually act like people. It's ridiculous. But, what was I saying? Dang it. Before I went on a rant about the emotion system. Wow, I can't believe I actually forgot. You know, I'm just gonna sit here in silence and be ashamed that Oh yes! I remember! The red dots. They can signal other people, and if you run or do an action that causes noise, it will alert those people, and it will cause them to do whatever they do, based on their personality, like I said. They might attack you, they might run away. When people run away, they might signal other people that are aggressive, and they will come attack you for them. A bunch of things can happen that are terrible. But there are a lot of moral decisions that you have to make in the game, and you have to decide what is good, like, what is worth it, I guess, to survive. Like I said, I robbed old people and a church. Yes, there's a home with a ton of stuff. It's beautiful, but there happens to be old people there. So, you have to choose whether to leave them alone and waste your time because you just chose to scavenge their area, and you can't take anything because it would be stealing from the old people and taking away their food and medicine. But you just wasted a night. So you have to decide. And also, your people might be starving at home, but you gotta decide what's worth it or not. Pretty dark game. You're slightly evil. Let's see, what do I want to do? I think I don't need a moonshine distillery. I honestly don't have much to do anymore except wait for the night, let Bruno recover. Actually, I'm gonna... No, you. Come down here. You go hang out in that chair. I'm gonna let the slightly wounded person rest. Right. What was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, future of the like the gameplay, how it evolves over time. You have your basic workshop here that you can, if you see this little button here, you can upgrade it once you have enough supplies, and that means that you can make more things. Pretty much, you can make more materials. You can combine more things to make things, or you can make more workstations. This is a metal workstation. This is how you make tools and such. I should actually probably go make one if I have enough material. And eventually you can make like herbalist shops. You can make mini like greenhouse farms. You can make a ton of stuff. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna make a pickaxe for the next scavenging mission so that I can break through doors and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool, the progression through the tech tree, if you will. You can eventually, like theoretically, if you make it far enough, you can become entirely self-sufficient and have like a little colony, I guess, that is doesn't rely on scavenging, or at least doesn't rely on it that much, and that would take away from the element of stealing from people. So it would be eventually a good idea, or eventually really nice, but in order to get there, you have to steal from people. So what you gonna do? And once you steal something, your entire group is affected. It's not even the person who stole. No, the entire group is affected, and they're all sad, and like, how could they do this kinda mentality. But it's not that bad when you steal from people. What's really bad is when you kill someone